Friends, good morning. How are you? Today is 17th January morning. I am sitting in closed room at my home. I always prefer this place. I think this is more isolated and early morning. Now it's around 5 a.m. So I'm very much cool and composed. Everything. Everything is very, very fantastic. So, what is happening everywhere? I'm at third floor. At second floor, my family members they're COVID patient, so they are COVID positive. So what to do? So there is no medicine. Whatever precautions everybody is taking. My question is not that. I was thinking many things like what is happening in India across the globe related to COVID. That is really a concern when your close family members they are affected with corona and this Omicron, whatever new variants that is coming, many more things are going to come. I only pray to God, even though I don't believe in God, if supernatural forces to see that what is happening, try to bring down everything in a normal condition. I think nature it has got its own healing power to heal everything, but it takes time. You have to be very patient and very calculated way. One has to wait and watch. There is no question of frustration, right? Those frustration lead to your mental disorder. Your day-to-day basis activities will be very, very disturbed. Friends, I am not going to talk about what Corona is doing, how Corona is created. Again, I am telling whether it is artificial or natural. Those questions are very irrelevant for me today because whatever I have to speak, I have spoken. Many times I am told I am not here to change the society. I am here to understand myself and express that understanding in front of my followers, friends, whoever. If they find any relevance, let them accept it, otherwise forget it or reject it or throw it to dustbin or throw it to toilet like flash it. No problem. Friends, my purpose of talking many issues because when I bring many issues, it comes to society is a very complex subject. And when it comes to human, it is further more complex. Animal world, well, the other living world, you can understand or imagine, you can follow certain things and you can draw also conclusion, but in human, you cannot draw in any conclusion. I talked about many times that biological food chain. We humans are sitting at the top of the biological chain, but our share, human share, if you take the world total biomass, we are below 1%, even it will go in decimal, right? It is 0.023%, the total biomass of the total global, if you see it. Rest things are occupied by microorganisms, plants, animals, algae, marine algae, rest 99%. Now, we humans are the most intelligent, creative animal. We don't claim ourselves animal. We always say we are better off than all the animals. But my question over here, how animals are looking at you and analyzing, do they feel you are very intelligent, intellectual? Well, they do not have anything or any literature document. They do not know how to write, how to read. But sometimes you need to read their minds too. You'll be able to understand, because in the dialectical thought process, if you really reverse the situation, things will be much more easier. So humans, they are also living in this mother earth millions of years. Others animal living organism, they are also living millions of years. It's a basically parallel evolution going on, right? And we have made the biological food chain, considering ourselves top of the pyramid. Means you are watching and controlling all those things sitting at the top of the pyramid, being as a minority controlling the rest majority, the living world. This is totally not following the rules of equilibrium, that is for sure. That's why our society is not equal. And sitting at the top also, there are many divisions, many subdivisions, there are a lot of conflict. Because this particular zone, the humans were at sitting top of the pyramid, if you analyze very critically, it's basically a cocktail thing. All those ingredients you are going to get it, including the religion, including the wealth distribution. It is not that we humans are sitting at the top, we are very generous, right? And that's why if you dissect it, but in animal world it is very clear. The definition of food chain is very clear. One animal is going to kill another animal, prey, predator, everything is been defined for their survival, and they are also living millions of years. But our food chain, we have made a humans when I'm talking about society, concept, religion, philosophy, dominance, individual aggression that is seen in history many times, how the invaders, the kings, they attacked other countries. Say for example Genghis Khan, Alexander the Great. There are monarchies. In Indian context, world context also, if you analyze the history, you will understand how the king, monarchy, even in Europe, US, entire Europe, it is under small king, big kings. How gradually that has been destroyed, democracy came into the picture, many things, many aspects, because the philosophy is something different that people are trying to stabilize for thousands of years. What is the good thing or better thing for the human to channelize the society, utilize the resources, utilize everything. That's why you could see Jamindar system, monarchy, dictatorship, now democracy. So people accepted democracy by heart 19th century. The century before that, it is all under monarchy. King individually controlling a particular territory, invading other countries, increasing the wealth. Some are attacking other countries, they're invading, settling there like this. So, friends, what I was trying to talk about, we talk about the revolution. I'm from India, so my all the discussion topic is related to India centric only, because the history is too long to analyze all those things. So it takes a lot of time, energy to understand. To be very precise, what I'm trying to tell over here, when the religion came into the picture, it is known to everybody that how the two dominants here. Before that, there are few religion or what you call, either you say it is religion or it is the philosophy. The philosophy of Buddhism, Jainism, or Christianity, or Islam, their fundamental things are almost same. Their origin, well, in a different time, this is originated. If you take the landmark like time zone Christianity, before that Buddhism is very much there, right? Hinduism, it is very much there. Christianity came very later stage, and the Islam also came at a later stage. The Christianity and Islam, like they're two brothers, sure, originated from the same place, taken a deviation in a much more aggressive way spread, and those things are known to everybody. Now my question is over here, the spread of Christianity, or what you call it, Islam. It is like their main target is to spread and take a leading role. So whoever wants to take the major share, that is what they are trying to do it. So for that purpose, if you have 100%, now you are 10%. Now if you want to reach 90%, what you need to do it, or reach 100%, you try to grab that rest percentage, right? If that percentage is, let's say, Hindu or Buddhist or Jain, now there is a conversion. Until or unless it's like a mass energy, if you feel that the world mass is fixed, now you want to convert into energy, what you do it, you take out some mass, you ionized it or charged it, convert into from mass to energy, it comes back. Similar way, if you take the concept of religion, it is something you are converting from the system, like a political system. Everybody knows. If you have A, B, C political system, suddenly A become dominant, means B is coming back to A or C is coming back to A joining, because finally almost your voters are almost fixed. They change their mind, they switch over. Now the question is there whether those changing is taking very spontaneous way or not. That is the greatest question. Spontaneity, yes, sometimes it is very spontaneous, because finally when it comes to your need, your demand, your basic thing in life, if it is not fulfilling, in a democratic system, people see alternate who is doing better at that particular time. On that basis, they switch over. So you will find that's why A is down, B is up. Think over, B is ruling few years. Now people have given them vote and everything. They felt they are going to do it, but if they are not able to fulfill their promises, they switch over from any other thing, any other good things. That is the commitment. That is what the human nature is. Nothing wrong in it. It's basically this migration is taking place, like Siberian bird coming from Siberia to India to counter the extreme temperature, low temperature. These are all designed through nature. They again comes back to Siberia. So what I was trying to tell you over here, the invasion in 16th century, 17th century, whatever invasion that is happening, that is based on specifically the wealth. If some country is having wealth, let's dig out that country with their policies and everything. That I have talked many times. Friends, my purpose of talking is something different. I want to talk about Renisha. So my purpose of talking, because when I started, I want to bring all those aspects and try to zoom down a particular place, the Renisha. What you call it, Navojagaran. नवो जागरण, रेनेशिया, हिंदी में उसको क्या बोलोगे? नवो जागरण मीन्स, मेरे को हिंदी इसका मालूम नहीं है. आई डोंट नो एग्जैक्टली द हिंदी, बट द नवो जागरण मीन्स is a rejuvenation, or you try to see yourself in the different friends. Novo, there are two words here, novo and jagaran. Novo means new, jagaran means you get up or you rise your things. Novo jagaran. Now you can form your Hindi word in this concept, in this particular thing. So I am not able to exactly coin the terminology in Hindi. What is Nabo Jagaran? Sure, this is a Bangla word. Revolution is a kind of a English word. Revolution. Revolution means you are fighting it out from your mind, heart, and everything. The revolution word is a very, very general word. It can be applied in many fields. It's like a buffer solution, right? When I say buffer solution is the intermediary phase, right? In society, what is happening? When things are not proper, there is a mass movement. It had happened in many countries across the globe. During First World War time, when Russia is under Tsar, what had happened? The Bolshevik movement, headed by none other than Lenin, and the great poet Leo Tolstoy. In Russia, they could throw this Tsar system, established communism. One might refer this history little carefully. What had happened during First World War? In Europe that time, French Revolution is one of the greatest revolution that is came into the picture, where in society in totality, when I talk about the revolution, it doesn't come with an individual. It can be originated from individual and then taken a very kind of mass shape. It went to down the line where everybody is very influenced. It can be political, it can be art, literature, science, your mind, nurturing your mind, you bringing your mind up to certain level to think for that direction. These are all part of the revolution. Revolution in terms of agriculture or any kind of industrial revolution, those things are there. So those are very, very open subject, that is, some might be knowing deeply, some might be knowing those terminology. What I'm trying to tell over here, you can have revolution in any direction, and revolution within yourself, your knowledge, wisdom. You can see the gradual revolution or genesis, transformation. Genesis and transformation both are very, the fundamentally or idea level, both are the same word. One can derive the same word. Because every day you are changing. Today you might be something, tomorrow your might be changed. And there is a gradual changes in your mind. French Revolution is one of the greatest revolution that is taken place, and there is a beautiful society it could be formed from that. But finally, what is important to make a society is a good society where everybody is getting the equal opportunity, equal right, equal voice, many things. Those are theoretical thing, but practically the ideal people that trying to achieve that direction, they understand what is the importance of those principles of life, those principles of the utilization of wealth, natural resources, their right to live, right to express their conscience that is there, and there are many great people they have done this exercise. Coming back to Bengal or India, if you take 16th century, 17th century, what had happened? Indians are, it is under what you call Mughals. Before that, what had happened? We had a beautiful, very beautiful society, very beautiful India under either it is Maurya dynasty, Ashok, the entire thing, how the Buddhism has explored. The philosophy of Buddhism, every time I say, it's a nice philosophy. It has got science, art, considering everything into it. Similar way, Hinduism. This is a very beautiful philosophy of life, covering all aspects of human angles, where emotions also coming into the picture. Well, in present day, this emotions is being utilized in a different direction, but the emotions, we human beings are emotional. Most of the mammalians, they are emotional. This is one of the component that is built in your system. Now you cannot eliminate it, but you can always channelize it at the right direction. That is important. Every time one cannot use the emotions in all field. We cannot utilize our emotions in science. Science is based on rationality. So the aspect of emotions probably one can utilize at their home, their friends, family member, when emotional things are coming. Emotions is a very kind of a personal, private matter. It has got no relevance in the public domain, right? If I am not wrong, correct me. But what we are doing, we are mixing up the whole thing, your emotion, rational thinking, everything bringing the Hinduism. That's why the concept of Hinduism, it's a very cocktail khichdi. There is no clarity. So who is Hindu, who is non-Hindu, who believes Hinduism, it's a very kind of open platform. There is nothing called concrete in Hinduism because of different facts of life, different aspects of life, different ideas. It's like you are allowing everything to get into this platform and to place. If you find something relevance is there, humanity is there, all those aspects taken into consideration, whoever wants to come, this platform is made. It is like an open platform. Hinduism is very open. Its origin, everything. It came. A lot of Buddhist also, they switched over to Hinduism. So friends, what I was trying to talk about the Hinduism. But if you take the Christianity or what you call it Islam, they are very directed. They are very, very directed and pointed. In one aspect, I'm not talking about, if I now take about all those four components what I have told is a company. If you take that part as a private company, I think Christianity and Islam, they're more organized. If I am not wrong, somebody can correct it. Whoever is following Islam throughout the world, they consider themselves they are their brothers and sisters. In Christianity, same thing. Throughout the world, the same concept, same philosophy. A Christian from India or a Christian from UK or a Christian from Russia or a Christian from America, both are same. But if you see in Hinduism, we are not organized. We say, but when it comes to execution or execute certain things, Hindus are not united, right? Within the Hindu, there are many divisions, subdivisions, there is a fight. But if you see Christianity, there is not much branches or sub branches. In Islam, there is not much branches and sub branches. People might be talking Hinduism is like a Gangotri. Well, true, it is your own satisfaction that you are satisfied. You can satisfy your egos or many things in many ways. But really, if you analyze critically the Hinduism, whatever knowledge and understanding I have, if any circumstances come, Hindus won't support another Hindu. It's a high time probably to analyze those aspects of Hinduism. I'm not talking about I belong to Hindu family, I am Hindu. I'm talking about the philosophy over here. I'm not talking about what is Christianity is either it is aggressive or non-aggressive. I'm not also telling that part in this video because I have already conveyed. Similar way in Muslim, whatever or Islam, whatever I want to convey, I have conveyed. Now, in Hindu, because of this division, subdivision, fighting, because there is no cooperation, it's like I understand chaos theory. Now, if I put chaos theory over here, there must be some unity and diversity to achieve your goal. There is nothing called that also. In today's time in India, if you see the Hinduism, it's one is not supporting another's. When the greater need will come for the country for that matter, it is very important that you should work as an unit. The integration is very important. It's like a different molecule having its own identity, but when it has to take a shape of a body, then integration is very important. If anybody is understanding the biology, my body system, there are millions of cells. They are designed to do certain work. My brain, my heart, my lungs, my nose, my teeth, everything is functioning with the objective. Now, if I see my body as a Hinduism over here, now if my brain is not cooperating with my system, my heart is not pumping blood, what is going to happen? Similarly, I'm talking here the Hinduism, please try to understand. Hinduism has got lot of things we are not able to define. It's like a lot of fragmented thing. It's time probably. If Hinduism has to spread, the reason behind, if you take the statistical analysis at present day, who is holding what share, it is known to everybody. I am not giving that statistical analysis, and you know what is the percentage of Hindus or the follower of Hinduism, whichever way you say. What is more important? Unity. Now coming back, the Renaissance part. This Renaissance in India, it is not like French Revolution. People talk about India during 17th, 18th century went to revolution and Renaissance, many things they talk about. I say I want, because I've been speaking close to how many minutes? 29 minutes. I have another 5 minutes. I want to point out few things over here. If you consider Indian freedom movement, why it is not successful? Because we are not the one platform, we have not raised the voice. Different opinions, different things came into the picture. There are fight in between. In between, British they also played a very important role to break that ice because they are very clever. And in this process, we are the victims, right? So we have not utilized or exercised the mind. Those who have tried to be an extremist, they've been eliminated from the system because system wanted to understand this odd even, like, if you are majority, if your ideas are brilliant, the majority are very kind of mediocre. The mediocre will try to push others. This is exactly happened in Tripuri Congress. How Subhash Chandra was eliminated. I'm not thinking over here by name. If you take the principle of rejection, like Bal Gangadhar Tilak, he has developed the theory, what is called it, the safety valve theory or pressure cooker theory. One must read 1885, the establishment of Indian National Congress. Tilak, Bal Gangadhar Tilak, Surendranath Banerjee, how there are altogether 72 members. People talk about Alan Octavian Hume has established Indian National Congress, but if you see the background, the great minds are involved to have the Indian national concept. This is again a platform, right? It's a created platform called Congress. It is not a political party. Today we are claiming it's a political party. It's a wrong concept. Anybody can join Congress that time, 1885, the philosophy to eliminate British. That is the whole idea. Now, what is happening? Like, now Congress become a private party because, as I have told you, the philosophy has to be clear. Even 1947, the Sikh Mahatma Gandhi's vision was to dissolve it, but it's continued. Now they are claiming the same Congress. That's a separate debate altogether. 1885 Congress and today's Congress are totally different, only except name. Let's say tomorrow somebody gives me name of Anil Ambani or Dhirubhai Ambani or Mukesh Ambani. I won't be able to. I'll be very happy, right? But I won't be able to catch up this thing. Like same name is putting is a very kind of confusion. Everybody knows what is Indian National Congress and what is today's Congress, how many times it has been splitted. Friends, I was talking about that who has given freedom to India. Gandhi, Jawaharlal Nehru, they came at the last 19th century. Before that, Raja Ram Mohan Rai, Vidyasagar, Subhash Chandra, Swami Vivekananda, Rabindranath Tagore, Kazi Nazrul Islam, all those people who fought. If you take the history of Indian freedom movement, again I want to go back. The Renaissance terminology is starting from none other than Bankim Chandra. Bankim Chandra, if you know Bankim Chandra, one can go through the Bande Mataram, the song, right? They will understand. The concept of nationalism came into the picture, Bankim Chandra. After that, it percolates to the society. Lot of songs composed by Rabindranath, Kazi Nazrul Islam, Shukanta Bhattacharya, there are many poets came. There are great scientists. People doesn't talk about the scientific. Prafula Chandra Rai, Meghnad Saha, Satyen Bose, Jagadish Chandra Bose, Homi Bhabha. Plenty names one can utter. All those people, they have part of the Indian freedom movement. Many ways they have contributed. I talked about the revolution. The revolution in India, partially in Bengal, some individual minds they have tried to charge the Indians and motivate the people. Even if you see Indian National Congress, Surendranath Banerjee, all those Bengali people they have established. After that, Brahmo Samaj establishment, Arya Samaj, all those things came into the picture. How it has been done within Calcutta and the surface. Bangladesh part of thing. That time it was unified Bengal. So it came through in various direction. Your Sati Pratha was there. Your Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar, Raja Ram Mohan Rai, all those people, they're a social reformer in many ways. They tried to bring many things. Your Swami Vivekananda, Ram Krishna, all those people, you know everything probably. 1893, Chicago, spirituality, Hinduism, message. Individually, they have tried to do something and try to channelize the people. Friends, what I was trying to tell over here, it is not if you analyze each and every individual, they're potentially very good, but finally they could not channelize everything and do mass movement. That is what I was trying to tell you. But all those names are everybody. It's like written in history. Whoever is reading little seriously history, they will be able to understand it everything. My purpose of telling all those things, if we have to have a good society, your all kind of things should come from different direction. If you want to change at present day, people talk about today's Bengal is a very bad shape. Once upon a time, Bengal used to be seen that what India is thinking in a different way. Bengal is being treated today as a kind of, it went to the lowest order. That is what. But once upon a time, Bengal was absolutely fine. There is absolutely, if you see in Bengal, the kind of intellectual people or qualified people have produced, if you calculate whole India, you won't find this many numbers. For that matter, I can rest assured you. But point what I want to make here, at the present situation, things are not good. There is a gradual erosion is taken place for many years in Bengal. Now we have separate state. Each state have got chief minister and for their development. Everybody is trying to do something, but what is happening in Bengal, that is a major concern. If you analyze 40-45 years of Bengal history, close to 30 years before that, let me talk about it is Dr. B.C. Roy. I have a lot of appreciation for Dr. B.C. Roy. The Congressy regime in Bengal. Individually, I am respecting Dr. B.C. Roy. He is a visionary. The fundamental thing over here, any political leader, I told my previous videos that vision must be there. If somebody is not having vision, it is very difficult for execution. You cannot have your all advisor and everybody and run the democracy. Friends, I will come back to you with a different my idea and understanding. Give me some time probably. I need to have little water. I'll come back to you because I'm sitting in a washroom. There is no water, drinking water. My because of cough is my voice is little get dried up and I need little water. Thank you very much. I'll come back to you. Friends, I'm back. What I was trying to tell you, let me again summarize because I do not have any script here. So, without script, probably I have not taken the script in a deliberate way because I want to keep my inflow of thoughts. That is more important. If I have to read the script, probably that will be a kind of very theoretical understanding, very academic exercise that many people they do it, but I do not have. I have never ever prepared any speech. I try to memorize certain facts and figure. Maybe sometime dates are not matching exactly. Doesn't matter at the end of the day. For that matter, it here plus minus 1 or 2 years here and there, it doesn't make any difference to anybody for that matter, I feel. So what is more important? The message is more important. The content is important. What I feel personally. I was talking about a very nice thing that about Bengal. Bengal placing is very unique. So Bengal has got the capability to become an independent country also, taking out few things like Bangladesh is separated. So many might be thinking and wondering that why not taking it, making a different country to fulfill the ambition. There could be the possibility. I will tell you why I am telling so. Friends, what I was trying to tell you, once upon a time we used to say that what Bengal thinks today, India thinks tomorrow. Now today, what India is thinking means minusing Bengal. Bengal will think tomorrow and they are not going to change probably. They are not changing. They are not opening up. Friends, what I was trying to tell over here is very serious thing I am telling. I talked about French Revolution. In India during 18th century, if any revolution, this terminology to be coined, that had happened only in Bengal. That is very interesting. But if you take French Revolution is totally successful in terms of politics, social, cultural, many dimensions, their mind, progressiveness, they have reached their level. That's why they could see a society in a different way. But in our case, it's totally different. We are not able to organize things the way we want to organize. That's why we could see our entire freedom movement is a very fragmented one. Even though we have formed the platform like Indian National Congress, I told you how it has been developed. That is also told to everybody. Now individual leaders, they have their interests, they have their ideas, they have many ways to bring freedom. As I have told you, you have Joto Mot Toto Poth, the great few words by Ramakrishna Dev. Joto Mot Toto Poth. If freedom has to be reached, there are many thinkers, starting from Swami Vivekananda, after that the follower Subhash Chandra. The other way, Mahatma Gandhi, Jawaharlal Nehru, they have their way of thinking, violence, non-violence, what is good, what is bad, which way you want to do it. I'm not getting into again the pros and cons of violence and non-violence, but what I personally feel, when things come into the picture, I study the animal world, their emotions and everything. Sometimes they are very wild, sometimes they are very generous, sometimes they are very passionate, sometimes they also want to have love. They use their different instinct in different time. When it comes to nation, it comes to taking a decision, there is no question of having emotions or non-violence. When I say emotions means you are not allowing your rational thoughts into your system. That is what it is. You are critically analyze it. Here what I am trying to tell about the Indian freedom movement, if you analyze few minds over here, I'm talking about Mahatma Gandhi, Jawaharlal Nehru, Muhammad Ali Jinnah, Subhash Chandra Bose, even B.R. Ambedkar, all those people and personalities. There are many. I just named few over here. Those today's time also they are much more relevant. That's why I have uttered. There are minds like Bal Gangadhar Tilak, individual minds Khudiram Bose, Binoy, Badal, Dinesh, Matangini Hajra. There are many like all those people. Some are individually they are very good. They are very good and they have their potentials. And they have taken a lot of strength and courage to fight against the British, and talked eye to eye. I'm talking about here the philosophy of 4 5 personalities I talked about. But if you critically analyze their potentials are totally different and their objectives are also different. Now here individual is very important in the principle of when the country concept is coming. Subhash Chandra Bose, again I am referring this name was critical because our dynamics of history is totally changed in Tripuri Congress. I talked about how the ordinary people, now also present society, you will see the ordinary people, common people who never critically analyze something, they go by the mass. Either it is good or bad, whatever. The critical thinkers here, the leader is very important, his philosophy is very important. I always say that violence and non-violence movement is to perception and that particular time which path is better, it time based. The same violence principle cannot be used in today's world or today for changing something. We cannot be very violent. But in that particular time, I'm talking about just First World War finished, then again starting off Cold War, then again Second World War is coming in that particular time. The kind of situation, if you analyze critically here, there are very high level of thinking and they are very strong nationalists, their point of views are very strong, but there are less bias, right? That's why finally Subhash Chandra has to be eliminated. He went out, he has not got support from his own countrymen. Now when you take a very tough decision, same thing, Swami Vivekananda, he has not got anything, much thing. He's been deprived in many ways because Swami Vivekananda is not belong to a Brahmin family. There are a lot of criticism. If you can study the literature, how much criticism Swami Vivekananda has taken in his lifetime, you cannot imagine. Because he doesn't belong to a Brahmin community. Brahmin, if you are not Brahmin, you should not talk about the spirituality or spiritualism, dharma, Vedanta or Hinduism. You cannot talk. All the people, they have written open letter against Swami Vivekananda, even the Chicago visit also. Friends, what I was trying to tell you, things are not that easy the way we analyze it. We very simplified it. The Subhash Chandra, Swami Vivekananda went to Chicago given this thing. He has to make his way out to reach up to that level. He has taken a long journey. Again, it's a process. Similar way, Subhash Chandra. What is there in Subhash Chandra? If you analyze Subhash Chandra, you could have led a very nice life. Being as a bureaucrat, he is a very intelligent fellow. It is not like Mahatma Gandhi, Jawaharlal Nehru, dumb fellow. I told many times that if you have to mark or keep these three figures, Mahatma Gandhi, Jawaharlal Nehru and Subhash Chandra, Subhash is going to get 95% rest. You can split 2.5 into 2.5. They went to London for what? To study law. They went back. Mahatma Gandhi went to South Africa to fight a case, lawsuit. He has not gone to South Africa to fight against or eliminate their depression, black and white. People are telling that Mahatma Gandhi is so great, he went to South Africa. If you read his biography or if you read the history or critical analysis, you will understand that what he did. He is a basically lawyer fighting for a case for a private limited or private companies. After reaching there, he has seen something black and white. He has done whatever best he has done. He has taken a lot of Indians from here to South Africa via ship. Mahatma Gandhi in 1893 Probably in 1901 or 2, he went all the way to Santiniketan to meet Tagore, to have his blessings. There is a meeting between Mahatma Gandhi and Tagore. Again, Mahatma Gandhi and Tagore, the relation in terms of idea, both are totally different. Rabindranath never ever supported Mahatma Gandhi full-heartedly. Something they have liked it, but most of the things he has rejected it. Similar way, what is the relation between Rabindranath and Subhash Chandra? Subhash Chandra, Rabindranath, is there any meeting? Yes, they had a meeting. They had a meeting in when Subhash Bose was a student. They went all the way. They went to where? Went to Shantiniketan, his establishment in Bolpur. There is a meeting. Again, there are many conflicts between Subhash Chandra as well as Rabindranath Tagore, the idea level I am talking about over here, especially in Murti Puja, the ideals. If you read the history, you will understand that what kind of ideals like people are doing a lot of spiritual activities, whether you believe in ideals or not. So Subhash Chandra and Tagore has got two different opinions over here. This is a very different subject, probably it requires a lot of analysis to understand the core issues of the Hinduism, what is it all about. It can be correlated with the Brahma Samaj or Arya Samaj. Those kind of things are coming into the picture, their concept and their final objective to that time to fight against the British, right? So, friends, what I was trying to tell over here, there are many minds, but it is not focused to one direction. That's why our final objective to get an independent India is been lost. If you read the vision document or the idea of India of Swami Vivekananda or Subhash Chandra, because they have come their own capacity, you can make a film in their life because they have their own spirit, their journey, they have individually reached up to that level and tried to do something. But finally, at the end of the day, support is required. Likewise, Raja Ram Mohan Rai, if I analyze with the Sagar, they have all done their individual capacity. Saras Chandra Chattopadhyay, Pathir Dabi, Devdas, individual, very nice, very good, they are very strong, but collective way, there is not much things that is being channelized. That is what I was trying to. It is not, if you analyze the revolution in terms of, if you analyze the French Revolution, if you analyze the Bengal Revolution people talk about, it's a fragmented thing. And again, the fight against the British individually, if you feel somebody is bad, okay, let's make some bomb and throw it. Again, it's a combination of few people, they put together and target that object. Even if they fail or success, doesn't matter. Their spirit, the nationalism concept was there because it is built something. Because if you feel for my country, whatever I want to do, I will do it. You will do everything. Because that time in nationalism, your mind and your heart, everything is very charged condition. You do whatever extreme thing in your life, you will do it. Definitely, you are going to do it without thinking anything. Similar way, Mayabad, no rationality, because your emotions, your mind or your intellectual capabilities is driven by emotions, your driver. So you lost your whatever thought process in this Mayabad. What is happening today? I talked about many personalities. I talked about also science and technology, how those things have come up. All the scientists I have referred, Jagadish Chandra Bose, Satyan Bose, Meghnad Saha, Acharya Prafulla Chandra Ray, Prashadda Chandra Mahanalam is how many names I want to tell you. All those people, they also got exposure to foreign country for the research. They have back, they could have settled there. But the deep love for their nation, they have all returned to India, including Homi Bhabha. Friends, here is the catch. It is very easy if you want to settle or explore your life anywhere in this world. If you believe in this philosophy, whole world is your home. Doesn't matter. In present day, present situation, people might be thinking any place, anywhere I want to go, I want to settle. This is my personal choice. I do not have any question or any question mark over there. But when the nationalism is coming to build your own nation, then it is very important to think dialectically or analytically that how much relevance you have to build your own nation. Because if you analyze 400 years back, India was very rich. Otherwise, these foreigners, these invaders won't come to India. They have not come to India to elevate or your poverty. They have come to India for their purpose because they felt there is something, some good things are there, so that they want to take. They have not come to educate you or nurture your mind or take care of your family, right? If you believe in this philosophy, now today's time, what reverse things are happening, the good minds are going. It is not, if you analyze in this case, they have come for a specific purpose, or individually what you are doing, you are getting all kind of qualification, good certification, knowledge and wisdom, everything. You are going and settling abroad and you are working for their respective country for few dollars. Now I wanted to analyze, this is a philosophy, how you want, which way you want, where you want. Again, it is your personal choice. But when your country suffers, because objective is very important, who is going to change the society, that is important. It is not the leader, one or two leaders they are going to change, it is the mass. If contributions are not coming from individuals, the good minds, because I always talk about the good minds, intellectual minds, knowledge. I always feel that knowledge is power. Your knowledge can channelize, a good idea can channelize the entire dynamics of many issues. That's why sometimes it is very important that, that's why if you see in history also, many times many people, great people, they have come. They do not have the traditional educational qualification. I don't believe in God, but with somebody as saint with knowledge and wisdom to spread the message of love. Many times, starting from Buddha, Mahavir, all those people, they are not the great scholar, but they have great wisdom and knowledge to channelize many things. So, friends, what I was trying to tell about, if this nation has to be developed, country has to be built, you need contribution from each and every angle. It is not telling or giving sympathy or giving money. Your physical presence is required. In your own country, in your own motherland, what best we can do, improvise certain things, the idea, channeling the minds, that is important. Individually, you need not do anything. Vivekananda has not done individually a great job. He has not taken Himalaya on his head and run away. He has given the idea. That is the main important thing. That idea is important. This idea is taken over by, I told in my previous videos, how Vivekananda can influence so many people. Even present day, many president, Nelson Mandela in present day, you take American president also, Barack Obama is telling that he is influenced by many issues, like few things, many CEOs of different companies, because this idea of a good philosophy or a good concept. Everybody wants to have a good life, good philosophy. They are looking out for the personality who can channelize their mind. That is what it is. I talked about Swami Vivekananda, his Chicago speech. Those are things an event, but if you take overall his idea, for nation, punching with spirituality, how much penetration you need anybody, even Mahatma Gandhi was influenced. Jawaharlal Nehru also was influenced. Subhash Chandra Bose, Binoy, Badal, Dinesh, Khudiram, Matangini, Hajra, whoever, I talked all those names every time, millions of followers of Swami Vivekananda. Sometimes I feel in present day Swami Vivekananda is having a Twitter handle, he could have millions of followers. He could have enjoyed, earned a lot of money, but this fellow has suffered a lot. This is a better thing. In our present day, we should, all intellectuals should talk about Swami Vivekananda, Rishi Aurobindo. They're like knowledge and wisdom, they're like explosive. They're itself a kind of a university. If you try to dig out Rishi Aurobindo, Subhash Chandra, that everybody knows every time we come, because I'm a follower of Subhash Chandra. But I feel he is the executor. He is a great technical or business manager. But he has failed it for many reasons. That is not his fault. Like Subhash Chandra itself, a kind of a unknown destination, his life and journey, how things has been planned, is a kind of an adventurous thing. Is a very kind of mind is very difficult to analyze Subhash Bose's mind. I can simply close his mind and analyze it, what kind of personality he is. Living a great bureaucratic job, a lucrative life, this fellow is coming and totally throwing this thing. He's rejecting everything, this IAS equivalent to this British Raj, whatever you say it. He cleared everything. Has Nehru cleared it? No, he has not cleared. So you can understand the capabilities of two individual and give your own marks rather than I put some marks over here. That's why I told every time Nehru, Jawaharlal Nehru, you cannot compare in a kind of a any level two personalities till we say he is Pandit. This is the saddest part of India, our intellectual capabilities. We highlight Pandit. This Pandit has given everything. This Pandit has not given anything. This Pandit has destroyed. Similar way, I say Mahatma Gandhi is a victim of Mayavad, victim of British, victim of his own person, like Jawaharlal Nehru. All those things I have talked many times. Again, I don't like to repeat it. And British, they have created them, and final end result product is, the final product is your hydrogen peroxide under high temperature. It is splitting into oxygen and nascent molecule. Hydrogen peroxide is breaking into oxygen, like split of India and Pakistan is with a high temperature, high voltage given by the British. And who are the fuels? Those are the fuels what I have named. After that, the ingredient Muhammad Ali Jinnah, Dharam and all those things came into the picture. Your ozone is being now converted to oxygen. Now they are taking oxygen. One oxygen molecule here is there in the form of India, another is in the Pakistan. And after 1971, then another oxygen molecule. Now three of them, different structure, different from taking oxygen. Now we got the freedom. 75 years done. Everything is fine. No problem at all. Whoever has ruled, forget the whole thing. Jawaharlal Nehru, Indira Gandhi, then something, then what you call it, Janata Party, all those things came into the picture. Iske baad Rajiv Gandhi, then Vajpayee ji, or then great economist Manmohan Singh, and then under Modi Raj, Modi ji is there, the present Prime Minister. This is the very shortest history. If you take time scale, this 75 years is nothing. Your battle of policy that is happened in 1757 and 1857, you are having Sipai immunity that took 100 years. We talk about the revolution of India, that is a very fantastic thing we talk about, but how much time it takes. But if you think of this 75 years in terms of one battle to another battle, it took 100 years. Time scale, this is a very negligible thing, but till there are so much fight. We are fighting the political system, within the system we are fighting. I think this country requires one thing. I feel there is no need of any kind of vote. You decide the agenda. Okay, this 5 years or 10 years we want to have this much work. Let's select people from different various field, intellectual peoples. Take a stock, like in bacteria, when you when you in fermenter, when you want to have a specific culture, so you develop a specific strain and then you multiply it in a small bioreactor. Then you go for pilot, then you go for process. So it's a very high time to think about your Indian democracy, how to save it. Like in Switzerland, they have democracy, but they have the people's voice over here. There are many countries they have democracy, but in our democracy, there are so many political parties, so many fights, so many exchange. Overnight, they will exchange from one political to another political system. This is a kind of a butter system. You give me one leader, I will give you another leader. This is kind of exchange, the butter methodology that is going on. Friends, I am not criticizing anything. That things what is happening, what you are watching, that is very saddest part. What is happening? Nobody is talking about development. I think this is what it is required at present day. Our Mr. President of India or constitutional authority must think. Or else, same democratic system, you should pick up good people and let them have training 6 months like IAS camp. You send them to IAS Dehradun. Have proper training for rigorous training that if you have come as a political leader, now undergo 6 months training on moral, everything. Like if you are training an IAS officer or IPS officer for that matter, or an army Joan. The netas has to be given lot of treatment and to understand how to serve the nation, how to be non-corrupt. Many issues has to be there, and their knowledge and wisdom has to be increased. The day they join as a MP or MLA, first thing they should be given the Indian constitution in their hand, an exam to be conducted for that matter. If they failed, throw them out, bring a new person in and elect in place. Otherwise, those people will be lawmaker and they are doing it for last 75 years, spoiling everything. My simple point is you need to have quality, not the quantity. If the voting system is not helping, it is not helping. I could see literally these things are not working. It is not a functioning thing. Many state these things are happening. It is better probably you select good people. Select some agenda like a company. Okay, this year what do we want to do? We want to have this much target, and for that matter this much thing, and for that matter this much money. For that matter, from where this money will come, everything can be executed in proper way. Same people can do it. You put IAS bureaucrats Everybody execute it and monitor it. At the end of the day, what you need is job, industry, right? You don't need any other thing. If you are able to provide the common people job, right, a center, drinking water, their healthcare center, what else they need it? Nothing. They do not have much more ambition in their life, and they can easily survive, and also they will re-elect you again and again. They can re-elect you thousands of years, generation after generation. The basic thing, because sometime, let me tell you one very interesting thing, very high level of interviews. People talk about this fellow is a scientist in a great institute or some institute. In an interview table, they don't ask very high-fi. Even IAS also, they are very ask very fundamental thing, very very fundamental thing. You will find it in fifth standard. You might be thinking that you have done postdoc from America, you have done postdoc from Germany, you have done postdoc from Finland, you have worked with some Nobel laureate. What is the funny question he is asking? Actually, it is not funny. If you have the clarity of thoughts on basic understanding, those high fundas are based on your basics. Your basic has to be cleared. In today's date, science and technology, the most discovery took place with very fundamental. Their formulas are very, very simple, very simple. But if you dig out, it is very explosive. Friends, what I was trying to tell over here, we should not talk big, big things. Changing society, changing everything. Change yourself, change your mind, what you can do. If individually can do something, if everybody is thinking at that direction, probably things can be changed. Never ever lose the positivity, that is what it is. Even at the deepest grave time also, if you lose the positivity in life, things won't be good probably. That you can learn from Swami Vivekananda. I could see there are a lot of YouTube. Everybody is talking about Swami Vivekananda as if this India is a very spiritual country and everybody loves Swami Vivekananda. There is nothing like Swami Vivekananda. After that, 23rd January will come. Everybody loves Subhash Chandra. We are like. We want to have a like. If you upload a video, people are going to like it. How this gentleman is so good. He loves Vivekananda. I challenge majority of Indians today. Only 95% people, they don't know who is Swami Vivekananda, his life's travel. I'm pretty much sure. They might not be knowing also Subhash Chandra. Many of them might not be knowing their names also. But while uploading, tweeting, they are very clever and choosy and choose such a word so that friends understand how this fellow is so much knowledgeable, so much things. We are doing very seasonal thing. I am requesting government of India. People talk about 23rd January in the name of Subhash Chandra Bose be declared as a holiday. I personally feel government of India, if you are listening, stop this holiday business. Let this 23rd January celebrate as a Subha's day. You work for particular day. This 23rd. Now afterwards, whoever you feel the leader, don't declare as a holiday. If you love somebody, you work for them additional 8 hours. Can you will find India 99% people will say, no, we don't want. Let it be like this. I'm telling you, pick few leaders in India if you feel the day like 23rd January, Swami Vivekananda's birthday, like that. Pick up in a very random selection, or it can be selected in a very open mind that these many personalities, they have done enormous contribution to bring this democracy, and for them All Indians every year on their birthday they are going to work for 8 hours. I want to see this India. That's why it is going to change in that direction. In America, how many president from Abraham Lincoln to today? Plenty. How many holidays they have? You can go and check that part. We are just leap seekers. How many people you go to 15th August or 26th January to celebrate if given holiday? I know that. Friends, what I was trying to tell about this holiday business has to be stopped. One holiday means how many millions of dollars is lost. If you want to develop this country, you have to bring the work culture. What is the meaning of respect? Respect means holiday? No, 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 no. It is a simple thing. Like you work, the leaders who are speaking that they want to have holiday, please you come work for 8 days in your office. The day you do it, you will be successful. People are going to respect you. Friends, what I was trying to tell you, there are many things, many issues. We are very emotional. We do all business. We have sold Mahatma Gandhi long back. Even the followers are not following Mahatma Gandhi. We are not following Subhash Chandra. We are idea level we are thinking, but real execution nobody will be able to do that. We respect Khudiram. How many people they want to have their Khudiram at their home? Nobody wants because they are very explosive, very dangerous thing for them. It is easy to say that Khudiram was very nice and all. So send your kid. You'll understand. You don't like to be your kids to be Khudiram. That I understand that part. Like that, many people they don't like to go to join army because life, fear factors, many things are there. Those are the personal choice. Some may not like, some may not like it. This is a choice I'm talking about. Friends, I was talking about the Bengal, the rest in India. I have traveled across India, across globe. I have little understanding. I interact with people, interact with different scientists, entrepreneurs, professor, reader, director, dean, vice chancellor. They are sitting in the position, so they're the high, great minds. That's why they could occupy that chair. Whatever little interaction I had with different set of people, I have little idea and understanding what is happening in India, across India. I've tried to cover up many issues that if you want to have a revolution or if you want to have change, the collective things are very important. Collectively, you have to do something. Otherwise, individually, it is not going to happen because mind is complex. Don't get into the emotional part. Don't get into this false promise or narrative. Individual, one must think individually and exercise their voting power. Otherwise, nothing is going to happen. If you can, if you are being purchased just for 200, 300 rupees, what is the morality you have? If you are giving a vote for a bottle of wine or whiskey or a dal khichdi, if you are giving votes, what is the morality of the political leaders and what is? I don't blame the common people here. They are very poor. For them, 200 rupees is equivalent to 20,000 rupees, maybe 2 lakhs rupees. It's possible. But when the political system they use, this is an opportunity for them. If I feed them one meal that particular voting day, or if we give a wine or whiskey or a goat or a something, he is going to give me vote. That is the saddest part. Sometimes I wonder what kind of morality they have. It is totally degradation. Those are the leaders. Those are the people they are going to make the rule for their country. They are going to change the society. They are want to bring the education into the society. They want to reform the society. No, 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 no. This is not accepted. This is not possible. This is impossible thing. Friends, I am very Sorry, I am analyzing myself over here. I'm trying to understand some minds, what they're speaking, what kind of exercise they're doing down the line to get the vote, get the power. I'm not naming anybody, majority. I told many times still there is something good people are there, that's why society is rioting. It is like an imbalance. Like you have four pillars, even two pillars are broken, this corner, two pillars things are standing. Now, if another pillar comes down, you will see the entire structure will come down. That is my simple worry over here. In this process, what is happening? The leaders are benefited. In today's leader, you cannot compare with before 1947, those leaders. It cannot be compared. That everybody understand that part. But my limited point is when it comes to politics to serve the nation, I am not telling be a pure. One must think that what are the duties that is more important and try to execute it honestly. Even if somebody is given me a glass of water, I might consume if it is like 400 ml. Even if I consume 300 ml and leave the 100 ml, I can consider this is a success. Now the person who is giving, let's say 400 ml, if I throw the entire, means I digest the whole thing, what is going to happen? Or I throw outside into what, wherever, like throw into floor or something like that. Means whatever inputs are coming, your output, everything is taken over by the same person or some other party or benefiting certain sections. Here, friends, I'll come back to you how things are operating, the operating mood, operating things in happening in society and who are benefiting for that matter, why there is no voice as such, raising the inner voice. It is not Twitter handle or Facebook or YouTube channel. Talk about the things what is bad. What is your individual contribution that what you are making? That is more important. I want to come back on those very critical issues. If change has to be done, your direct intervention is very much important to change it, to tell the people in a different way that what is the things you should present the facts in front of the common people, whichever way is possible. They let them realize what is good and bad. That is what I want to tell you, friends. I've been speaking close to 1 hour 29 minutes. So I want to stop now. I want to have in continuation with the same topic. Probably I want to speak few things over here. I want to have little water again. I'll come back to you. I'll try to finish few lectures, few ideas. What I have now, it is around 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock. So till 8 a.m. I will be able to do something. I'll come back to you. Thank you.